where dreams collide. Sarah's voice, a gentle guide through the realms of time and space. She takes us to a sacred place.
The thing that comes to mind is there's like a carriage.
Perfect. Use all of your senses to tell me more about this carriage as much as you pick up on it.
I have a big dress on. There are people all around in the street.
What do you hear in this place? What sounds do you notice there?
People talking. Horses.
Now see what smells you can pick up there. What do you notice?
The street is like dirt. Just smells like being outside in a dirty street, a dirt street. Probably like some smells from the horses.
Look all the way around you, or focus on what's right in front of you and all around you. What do you see? Do you notice if you're inside or outside the carriage?
I'm outside. There's a park across the street.
What does the park seem to look like, or what do you pick up about it?
It's just where people like go to stroll and walk. There's trees that have been planted there. They're not just random, they're just put in a place on purpose. There's like a path.
What does the path seem to look like?
It's like little rocks or something. People are walking around, talking.
What do the people look like?
Just like people.
And do you notice how they're dressed there?
The women have on big dresses and hats.
Describe the hats.
Some of them look like they have like a brim, like to keep the sun off their face. They're like a straw. And then some have like a little bonnet type thing with a flower in it.
And the dresses, tell me about the dresses.
I think they're pretty colors. A very full skirt. It's almost like the kind that are very tight.
Okay. So very full skirt, but very tight.
Mm-hmm. They don't seem very comfortable.
And what about you? If you focus in on yourself there and look down, can you see your feet? You said you had a big dress on.
Yeah, I can't see my feet, but I have a blue dress on. It's very full.
What does the material feel like to you? Can you touch it?
Yeah, it's like a silk.
What about the rest of your dress?
My chest feels tight, like I'm squeezed into it.
And what about your head and your face?
I don't have a hat on.
Do you notice if you're carrying anything with you?
No.
What does it look like you're doing there with all these other people strolling in this park?
I must just be waiting for something, or because I'm just standing there watching the people.
Oh, I see. And if you focus in on yourself there, do you feel young or old?
Young.
So you feel as if you could be waiting for something?
Yeah, because I'm not really doing anything, just standing on the sidewalk.
And do you feel as if you live nearby this place? Let's go to where you live in that place and be there now. What's the first thing that you notice?
There's a big staircase. There are big rooms to the left and right that have very high ceilings. There's a woman who works in the house.
Tell me more.
She thinks I'm funny.
Why does she think you're funny?
Because I think I don't always follow the rules.
What rules don't you follow?
Well, they're just rules for women. And I don't like it.
Tell me about this.
I'm very curious. Very
Curious.
Very independent.
How do you spend your time there? Do you have a job or a role?
I read a lot.
Do you see your books?
Oh,
What else do you do besides read?
I play in the garden. And I like to just walk around town. Look in the shops. Everybody always talks. I don't like to be involved with people so much. They're not nice sometimes.
Why?
It's a very small town. They gossip.
Tell me about the town. What does it look like?
The buildings are mostly brick. Houses are all large. They have big porches. There's some little shops around. There's a man who sells eggs. I like him. He's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
He has chickens in the back.
And do any of these shops have names on them? Do you see any names as you're walking around?
No, not so much. There's not really signs.
What do the shops look like?
They have wood floors. There's a bank.
What does the bank look like?
It has a big glass window, and you can see the people inside. There's not much there. It's just ladies, a couple men in the bank.
Can you go in the bank and tell me about it? What does it look like?
There's a big wooden counter that has like a black railing divider. You can talk through it. There's a man who sits at a desk in the back. There's two ladies that work there.
How do these people dress when they work in the bank?
Well, the man has a vest and a jacket, and his shirt is buttoned to his neck. The ladies just have like a white shirt and a skirt on. They're not as stressy as the people outside.
Is there anything interesting or important about this bank?
No, it's just in the town.
Is there anything else that looks interesting about the town?
There are flowers all around, which I love. Is very pretty.
Tell me about the flowers. How would you describe them?
I think it might be spring, because they're all just coming up.
What type of flowers do you see?
Yellow, like daffodils maybe. And there's a church that everybody goes to.
So you spend your time mostly wandering the town and reading? Is there anything else you do?
I don't know. I think I'm kind of bored there.
Tell me about this.
The man who has the eggs tells me stories. And I want to go where he tells the stories about.
So let's leave that scene and let's move ahead in time in that same lifetime to where something important is happening and be there now. What's the very first thing that you notice?
I just feel like there's a baby somewhere.
Tell me more. What are your senses about this? And how are you connected? Does it feel to this baby?
I don't know. I can't tell if it's... I don't know whose baby it is, but I just think he's very cute.
What else do you notice?
I feel like my parents want me to have a baby.
Tell me about this. What makes you say that? They want you to have a baby.
Yeah, I guess it's just what everybody does.
But what about you?
I don't really want the responsibility. I don't think I'm married. I don't feel that.
I see. So there was a baby, but your parents want you to have a baby, but you're not really, you don't feel like you want that right now.
I love babies. But I don't feel connected to having one.
And tell me more about your life right now. What else is it that you're doing now?
I'm just kind of separate. I think I just do different things. I don't feel like anyone's disappointed. They just don't understand.
I see. How does that make you feel?
I don't care. It's okay.
And so if you do separate things, what sort of things do you do now?
I just do things with myself.
And how does that feel?
That's great. I love it.
What kind of things do you do?
My house is very large. So I just go in the rooms. I play outside. I spend a lot of time outside. The people who work in the house, I like them. They're funny and nice, and they tease me.
Why do they tease you?
Because they said my head is in the clouds.
Tell me more.
There's one younger girl who helps my sister. And she understands. She thinks my life is better.
Tell me more about this.
She's very close to my sister. But I hear her talking to the other people in the house. My sister worries about her husband. She fusses with her children. She likes things to be perfect.
And how do you feel about your situation?
I like things to be nice, but I don't want that.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I'm have anybody around me that I would want to do that with.
Mm-hmm. I see.
I guess I'm like maybe not in love with anyone. I don't know.
Is there anything else that looks important or interesting about this scene that you're looking at right now?
No, it's just a typical life in that area. Except I don't have many friends that don't have a husband or children, or maybe I will someday, I don't know. It's just,
And is there anything else that looks interesting or important about how you spend your days right now?
that's really exciting. I like to paint.
Oh, tell me about this.
There's a big window upstairs, and I paint in the window sometimes. And I go outside and paint.
Can you see your paintings?
Yeah, they're like the garden. I just like to do a lot of things that are just me.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that looks interesting about this?
No.
Okay, let's leave that scene and let's move ahead in time in that same lifetime to the last moment of that life and be there now. What makes it the last moment?
Mm. And just I don't see anyone.
Tell me about it.
I'm just sitting in a chair and I'm not around anyone.
What happens?
I just fall asleep.
What happened after you fell asleep?
Nothing, my body's just in the chair.
Mm.
I think this must have been just I don't know, I don't feel as excited, or I just had a life.
Just drift and float away from that life, but from a different perspective now. You can see that life and look back over the whole thing. Do you see now what the purpose of that life was?
Maybe just to understand, to be happy on your own.
And were there any lessons that you were trying to learn in that life? Do you get a sense now that you've left that life?
Just to not let people tell you what you should do. And I felt happy.
Okay, let's drift and float then now away from that life. After you drift and float away from that life, what happens next to your soul? Where does your soul go to next?
I don't know, I'm just seeing dark.
Okay, great. And let's just drift and float now away from all of this drifting and floating. And let's move back to another time, another place that's important for you to see. Just moving back to another time, another place that's important for you to see. And now you're there. Be there now in this other time, this other place, and tell me the very first thing that you notice or sense.
Very old. It's like almost clay or something. There's animals.
What animals do you notice?
There's cows and chickens and sheep, donkeys. It's like a village.
Describe the village. What do you notice about it?
There's a big wall. There are gates. There are people just walking around, and I don't really have, I just have like I don't know, there's nothing fancy about their clothes. They're just ordinary people.
How would you describe them?
Some of the men are very muscular, like they're strong. Maybe they're soldiers.
What makes you say that?
They have these, not all of them, but some of them have these, it's like it has a wooden handle and a big pole that goes off the end. They seem to, people like them. They seem strong.
And what about you? Can you look down and see your feet there?
No, I have a long dress on. My dress is green.
Describe yourself there.
I'm not supposed to be there walking around. I'm supposed to stay inside.
Why?
Because my mother thinks it's not safe for me to be out.
Why?
Because the people I live somewhere else, like in, I don't live in this village. I live behind it in a, I live in a more formal place.
I see. Could you tell me about where you live?
It's just like a castle.
Oh wow, describe it to me.
It's dark. And there are people who come in from this village and they take care of things in there. And my mother doesn't like me in this village because I'm not supposed to be with those people.
Oh.
But I like being around them. There's so much going on.
What's going on? Tell me about it.
They're just busy and just doing things.
And what about you? How do you spend your time in this place?
I just walk around and observe. They don't know it's me.
What do you notice when you observe?
There was a man with these pigs. And he's funny. I like the little baby pigs. They squeal. They're funny.
Oh. So you walk around and observe. And what else do you do?
I like the village because there's all kinds of areas you can walk and just see how people are living there. There's walkways and staircases, and it's just more interesting than where I live.
Tell me about this.
Where I live, the women just sit around. They all talk to each other, and they're not interesting.
Is there anything else you do with your day that looks interesting?
I like to ride the horse. There's a lot of land behind my house. But I can't go by myself. I have to have somebody with me. There's a little boy.
Tell me about this little boy.
He's I don't know who he is, but he lives in the house, the same place I live. But my mother won't let me play with him. She says it doesn't look right.
Really? Tell me about that.
I think he might be the son of somebody who comes in the house. But I jump out and scare him in the hallways.
How was that?
He thinks it's funny. I see him play outside with a stick and a ball. But that's not, I can't do that.
How does that make you feel?
It's annoying. It's not, my mom said that ladies don't do that.
Is there anything else that looks interesting or important about what you're seeing?
I think my father is an important man.
Tell me about this.
He's very nice to me. He pats me on the head when he sees me. But he's always busy. But I know he loves me. I can feel that from him. I don't know what he does, but he's always working on something and talking about things.
And why do you think he's important?
Because people always ask him questions. And people always want him around. He has a like a heavy heavy jacket, but it's bigger, like a cape or something. He has a purple shirt on.
Interesting. But everybody wants him around, so he seems important.
Yes, and when he walks in the hallways, the people who work there move out of the way and put their backs against the wall.
Oh, interesting. Go to when you have a meal in this place and tell me about it.
There's a big long table.
What is it like?
There's a big fire. There are a lot of people. I think I'm very young.
What makes you say that?
Because I'm sitting at the table and everybody looks bigger than me.
Oh.
There's a lot of food. There's a big pig.
What sort of things do people talk about there?
It's very loud. I can only hear the ladies that are close to me. One of them likes a man. I don't think he's cute. But they're happy. They're drinking and eating, and I'm closer to the fire on my end. A big fire. Feels good.
Tell me about it.
Well, it's cold in that house. It's all stone. The chairs are wood. The table is wood. The fire is very warm.
Is there anything else that looks important?
I think on the fireplace,
What does a fireplace look like?
it's just carved into the wall, but it looks like there's a crest up on the top.
Oh, what does a crest look like? Describe it to me.
There are swords crossing. And some kind of vine or something wrapping around the sword. And there's some lettering. It doesn't say anything in particular. Maybe they're like Roman numerals.
Can you see the lettering?
XVII.
Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Is there anything else that you notice that looks important or interesting to you?
When my father comes in, everyone stands up. I didn't stand up, but he laughed at me. He said, "What do I have to do to impress you, little one?"
What do you say?
I just laughed. I love him.
let's leave that scene. Let's move ahead in time in that same lifetime to where something important is happening and be there now. What do you notice?
My mother is planning a party.
Tell me about that.
I think I'm getting married.
Tell me more about this.
She's very happy.
What about you?
I'm very happy.
Aww. Tell me about this person.
My father introduced me to him. I didn't really want to meet him. But we spent time together and I quite like him now. He's handsome. He's tall.
Tell me about your wedding.
There are flowers everywhere.
What else do you notice?
It's in a big church. My dress is very large.
Beautiful.
It's very heavy. But I am very proud of it.
You're proud of it?
Yes. It's very, very heavy. There's beads. There's a very long train that goes down the back. There's children carrying it. And I kind of have to pull myself to walk. There's a lot of people. My husband, we are very much in love.
Aww. Let's move ahead in time to where something important is happening and be there now.
I have a baby. It's a baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's very happy about the baby.
Tell me more.
He's very special.
What else do you notice?
I love this baby very much. And I don't want the nurses to take him away all the time.
They take him away all the time.
Yes.
What do you do?
I just tell him, no, leave him here. I say, that I have to do other things, but I think they just have a job and they don't want to get in trouble. I love the baby. I like holding him, and I lay on the bed with him and talk to him. My husband loves him. He's very beautiful.
No. Let's leave that scene and let's move ahead in time in that same lifetime to the last moment of that life and be there now. What makes it the last moment?
I feel very sad.
Tell me about this.
Everyone is with me. There's something wrong. And I'm young.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
And everyone's upset? Tell me more.
My father's heart is breaking.
What else do you notice?
Everyone's just very sad. I have some sickness.
What's your sickness like?
I'm very weak. I just don't feel good.
What happens next?
I'm just... I'm just going away.
What is that like for you?
I'm very sad.
You're sad. As you go away, what is that like? Tell me everything you notice.
I'm just fading. My heart is heavy.
Once your soul leaves the body, what do you notice?
I'm just so sad, sorry.
Now that you're on the other side of that life, can you see that life more clearly and tell me what the purpose of that life was?
I don't know about purpose. My purpose is to be a daughter and a wife and a mother.
Were there any lessons that you were trying to learn in that lifetime?
That life taught me to love very deeply.
And how did it do that?
Because I just accepted everyone for who they were, and they returned that to me.
That's beautiful. Now can you take in a deep breath? Can I please speak directly with Amy's oversoul, her soul, the part of her that knows everything about her, the higher self? Can I please speak directly with that part of her? Do I have permission to speak with it?
Yes.
Why did you show her that lifetime in the beginning, the one where she didn't really seem to do much except for what she wanted to do just for herself, and everyone thought she was different? Why did you show her this?
Because that's good for her.
Why?
She has to do that now.
How can she do that now? What is she supposed to understand about this?
That she has to take care of herself and follow her curiosity.
Is she doing that? Or is there something?
She's getting better.
What could she do to get better?
She doesn't have to take care of everyone all the time.
How can she go about doing that?
She can show her love and support, but when she wants to do something, she should follow that urge. Many doors are opening for her to remember. She has a deep love for her family. But they are not going anywhere. They love her too.
What advice do you want to give her?
She's doing a good job.
Why did you show her that lifetime where her father was very important and she left that life early?
It's not that she has to leave her life early, but she has to live her life early.
Oh, wow. Okay, so how can she do that?
She's working on this. The deep love from her father is love that she has now.
Oh, tell me about that.
Her father in this lifetime loved her deeply. She had some guilt about not being with him so much. But she doesn't need to feel this.
Tell me more.
He was proud of her for doing these things for herself. He laughed when she was traveling. He liked to stay put.
Can we speak directly with her father right now?
I don't see him.
Well, Amy's curious about the ring because her brother can't find it. Where is that ring?
I see nothing.
Okay. All right. I'll ask later. Why did Amy have the dream about Anubis with a chalkboard? What was that all about?
Everything is dark.
Is there anything interesting or important about this dark?
There's little blips of light. Everything is quiet.
Can I speak with Amy's higher self again, please? Where should she live? She's curious about this.
She likes her house. It doesn't matter where she lives. She's going to be happy anywhere.
Well, she'll be happy anywhere.
Amy can create a home that everyone will love to be a part of. She cannot leave her family. She will not be happy with that.
Well, should she stay in the house or the place where she is right now, or do you suggest she move somewhere?
No, she loves her house.
Well, why does she have such a special tie to Egypt? What's going on?
Many people have a special tie to Egypt.
Why?
Because they have lived there.
But haven't they lived everywhere?
She has strong energy to this area because there is something inside her that is trying to ignite.
Tell me about this. How can it ignite, and what exactly is it?
She should continue to connect with herself. She should go inward. The energy in Egypt helped to start this.
And why? Why did the energy in Egypt particularly help her do that?
Because there is energy in the soil.
Ah, I see. Okay. And you said you want her to go inward. What exactly do you want her to do?
She doesn't have to listen to other people.
Oh. What
She likes their ideas, but she knows these ideas. They are sparking curiosity to her, which she has always looked for.
Well, what way do you want her to go about doing this, connecting with herself then? Do you want her to do a guided meditation? Just sit quietly? Can you explain?
She should meditate more, but her meditations are guided.
Is this good or not good for her?
It's okay, but she has her own ideas. She can spend more time quiet.
What will happen if she does her own ideas and spends time?
She will connect with Source faster.
What will happen if she does that?
It is what she is seeking.
What is her purpose in this lifetime? Why is she here?
She is here to spread love.
Is there any advice for her? She feels like she should be doing something.
She is.
Does she need to do more than what she's doing?
No.
Okay.
She needs to spread love.
And is there any advice on that, on how she spreads love that you want to tell her about?
No judging, just loving.
And that's good enough?
The people around her want her around because she is calm and she makes them feel good. She can just touch their arm and they settle.
Amazing. Well, she's curious about Jerry. Is he a good person for her to follow or not? Because she was told that he was not very good in one of her mushroom experiences.
Jerry is fine.
Why would
She can listen to him, but she does not need to be on any program.
Well, why did this experience happen? What was that all about? What exactly was talking to her?
It was simply her questioning her choice.
Oh. What about his ideas, like the urine therapy? Is this good or bad?
It is not really either. If you have the body for this type of treatment, it can be good.
What type of body is that?
Sometimes bodies need this extra I don't think Amy needs to bother with this.
The pharmaceutical that says it cures cancer with this type of ingredient, this urine, I guess, your whatever, the acid, uric acid, is this correct? Does it? Or is it only for certain types of bodies then? Or does it actually work?
It comes from that, but it is mixed with other things.
How does it
Drinking urine is not going to take cancer away.
Oh. And this pharmaceutical that says they cure cancer, do they really? Does this work? And how?
If you believe.
Oh, okay. So it's just as simple as that, or does it actually do something to the body?
It does something to the body, but it's not the only thing they have to do. You have to believe.
Oh, okay. All right. Do they really get this ingredient from filtering?
They think they do.
But they don't?
I don't think so.
Okay. What is your name? Amy was curious. What can she call you?
Jessie.
Oh, okay. Is there anything that is most important for her to understand?
She is enough.
Well, she feels like she's always chasing something like information, investments, a project.
She is very curious.
Why does she feel moments of sadness? What's that all about?
Amy has a very deep soul connection. The things going on sometimes affect her differently. She doesn't like sadness. She feels very deeply for others. But she is getting stronger. She is on a good path.
Okay. Can you do a scan of her body? Can you look deep into her body and tell me about her body? How does her body look?
I think she is good.
Why did she hurt her back, and what's going on? Why does it still hurt? Can you look deep into her back?
She has some bruising. This will go away.
Why did this happen?
Because she thought it would.
How can she prevent this from happening again?
I don't know. It's not something that was done to her. It was just something that happened.
Okay. Well, then she doesn't need any residual issue then, right? So can you heal this completely then right now and let me know when you're done?
She is good.
Okay. Can you look deep into her receding gums? Look deep into that and tell me what the very root cause of this is, the very root cause.
This is hereditary in her family. She thinks this will happen, therefore it does.
Oh, okay. So what exactly does she need to understand about this experience so that it doesn't happen?
When she meditates, she should see her gums as healthy and full.
But she's been doing that. So why hasn't it?
Because she's not concentrating on this.
What exactly does she need to do?
To envision the gums as how she wants them. There is not too much problem with this.
Well, can she do that right now? I mean, can you just heal them right now? I know you can do that.
There is no infection.
Okay, good to know. Well then, can you heal it right now? Can you make the gums full right now?
This is better. This will continue to happen.
Do you promise this for her?
Yes, we are working on this, but this will take some time.
How long exactly?
They are better now, but it's skin that has to regrow. This will take some time. She is brushing the skin.
Oh, what does she need to understand?
Not to do it so hard.
Okay, if she doesn't do it that hard, then what would happen?
They would not push back. It is better.
Okay, will she notice anything?
I think so. The sensitivity should be gone.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good. Right. What about, okay, so, well, actually, what about the rest of her body? Can you just send healing through her body right now and let me know when you're done?
She is good.
Good. Great. What about her son, Charlie? Can you tell me about him? Has she ever had a lifetime with him, or is there anything about him she should understand?
Charlie has a tender heart. They are connected by the heart.
Is there any advice you would give Charlie or you would give Amy as to how to connect with Charlie?
She should encourage him. He is a very intelligent person.
So encourage him.
His self-esteem is low.
Why?
He's a bit shy. He feels most comfortable with family with his sisters.
Have they ever had a past life together, Amy and him?
Too.
Is there anything you want to tell Amy about?
He loves his mother deeply. he has wounds that affect his relationships.
Is there anything else about this you want to say?
Just give him love. Tell him you love him. He is a kind boy. He doesn't like the girl drama.
What do you want to tell Amy about Emma?
Emma is like your soul.
Well, tell me about that. Why is it like her soul?
They have a twin soul. They have had many lifetimes together. There is a deep connection.
Anything else about that you want to tell her?
No.
Okay. What about Elizabeth?
Elizabeth has been her mother. Elizabeth is very sensitive. She worries about this one.
What does she worry about?
Elizabeth would be lost if something took away her mother too soon.
No. Well, is Amy protected?
Yes.
What about Chelsea?
Chelsea is very strong and independent.
Is there anything else that would be important for Amy to know about this?
Chelsea and this one have been sisters.
Oh. Well, why does Presley get so upset when Amy leaves? What's going on with that? They both also have Rh negative blood.
Presley and this one have been sisters many times. There is a very deep love there.
Is there anything else about that you want to tell Amy?
This is a beautiful thing for both of them to be here together.
Oh.
They will always be close.
Oh. Since Amy has the Rh negative blood type, what could she understand about her own blood type?
This blood type has been carried for many lifetimes. This is what bonds Amy and Presley. There is nothing so significant
Are there any abilities that she should understand about when it comes to her blood type or what's flowing through her genes?
This is a lineage.
Tell me about that.
It is simply a connection.
Okay. She was wondering if she could speak directly with Toth. Is he around? Can we speak directly with him?
He says, I am here.
Can he help her if she asks you for help? Can you help her if she asks you for help?
Of course, but I don't have communication with her.
Why?
She only learned of me in Egypt.
Well, can she communicate with you now that she learned about you?
Yes.
Is there any advice you would like to give her?
I am here for her. I don't see what she needs from me.
Well, can I ask you a question? She saw a chalkboard that Anubis drew on. Do you know or can you see what that was? What that was all about?
He was showing her codes.
Why?
These were downloads for her.
So what did they mean?
They are awakening her.
What kind of codes were they?
They are codes that will enable her to go deep inside, because she is learning about all these things that she has already known but forgotten. She is very curious.
Well, do you have any codes you can share with her that would be beneficial for her?
The work she has done with Jerry has downloaded so many codes.
But she said she's felt awful working with him.
She feels awful because her body is being so consumed.
What do you mean?
Jerry's work is very solid, and she is becoming aware from the lessons he has taught and the things she has been exposed to from him. Her body feels bad because it is too intense for her.
I see. Okay.
She listens to him a lot.
But it's too intense, I guess.
It's a lot.
Is it beneficial teaching or not?
What she does with Jerry is not so much teaching. They are meditations with codes. They are...
Well, is it beneficial or not for her?
It is, but she can cut it back if the body pains bother her.
Okay.
He has a lot of... He has a lot of information and energy coming from Source and other beings. It is beneficial, but it is very much information for her.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, great. Why was she crying in the Great Pyramid?
Because the energy is very powerful there. Amy was very connected to those people. Amy is very emotional. It was very similar to saying goodbye.
Oh, got it. Okay. Huh. What do you want to tell her about the three-eye atlas? How do you feel about the three-eye atlas?
This energy is good for humans. There are many different theories of what is happening, which at some point can all be true. She was connecting with the sun, laying in her grass. This was a very beneficial thing for her to do.
Well, what happened when she connected with the sun?
It cleaned her body. It made her calm.
Okay, wow. So when it comes to the three-eye atlas, then what is true for her? What is it?
She must keep her vibration high, and all will be well. This is good for her. The energy that is coming to humans is very good for everyone.
What is the three-eye atlas?
There are many different versions of what this is for everyone. But for Amy,
Yes, for Amy.
it is something that she will absorb ideas and energy, and she will create as it moves through. Amy only needs to spread love. She is collecting love.
For Amy, is this a ship or not a ship? And how can she maximize her experience in relation to this?
Spend time in the sun daily and just connect with the energy of what's passing through.
And how does that affect her?
It will help her. It will help her think and calm and love, and she will feel peace. There is not a big job for her. She is doing everything. Presley is spreading love as well.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
This is very important right now because people are feeling badly.
Tell me about this.
The leaders are not thinking about the people. There is too much greed. People feel unsettled.
Well, that was another question she had. What will happen? What can she expect to be happening in the next 5 years? What will her life look like in 5 years, and what will happen in the next 5 years?
She is so curious. Amy's life will be beautiful. She is connecting so much to the good. And this is what we need with her.
Tell me more.
There is no big project like she thinks. Just her presence and her kind words make people relax a bit. These people are needed. She is to spread love.
Tell me more. Anything else about this you want to tell her?
It is good that Amy is curious. It is why she is experiencing these things. But there are no holes that have to be filled.
It's so good to know. It's really helpful. Okay, well, is there anything else that you want to tell her about?
No, we are thankful for her.
Do you have any final messages?
I guess I would tell her to keep up the good work.
Well, that's a good message.